LeetCode questions are not the only questions asked during technical interviews. There's another type of question called object-oriented design, or OOD, where instead of just being given an input and needing to generate a specific output, you're designing a class to be used for a specific purpose. And a lot of people, including me, just tackle this problem like it's a LeetCode problem, just asking questions about edge cases and the size of the input, etc. But with these types of questions, you need to change your mindset a little bit and ask a different category of questions. On top of course, how the input and output is going to be formatted and how big it is, you should be asking, how is this class going to be used by users? And I'm not talking about like system design questions like what if a million users was using this class, but stuff like, say you're asked to make a student database class with two functions that you're going to implement. First one is inserting a grade that a student got, and the second one is getting the top 4 students based off their average grade. The top K pattern should ring some bells on the heap, but there's 2 different ways that this class could be used. The first way is being a read-heavy database, where the user would be fetching the top 4 students more commonly than they are inserting grades. And the second way is the opposite, where it's more update-heavy, where they're inserting students' grades more than they're reading the top 4, top 5 students. And these 2 different utilizations, quote unquote, of the database leads you to 2 different optimized solutions for each of those branches. So if it's a read-heavy database, you could have one giant heap to store all the information about the students, so the operation of reading from the database is always O of K. The insert operation takes more computation, but we know it's going to be called less, so that's okay. But if you're inserting in that database a lot, you should probably just store everything in a hash map. When that read operation comes along every once in a while, you could just build a heap and pop the top K. And you know building a heap is n log n. It's okay that it takes more computation because we're barely going to call that function. So keep this in mind for your next object-oriented design interview, and I'll see you guys later.